Assalamu alaikum. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. I am Muhammad Yasin. This is virtual class of Pakistan International School Taif. This class is for the students of grade 5. We are doing chapter 16 and this is our 30th video in this class. After today's lesson, we shall be able to write the story Honesty is the Best Policy. We shall be able to read the chapter 8 of our reading book, The Jungle Book. We shall be able to understand the passage given in chapter 16. In our today's lesson, we shall learn the correct meaning and pronunciation of new words also, and then we shall do some exercises of this chapter. Honesty is the best policy. Dear students, this is the story. I shall read it for you. This is just like a sample. You can change it, add in it, leave from it as you like. Let us read the story. Once upon a time, there lived a poor woodcutter. One day he was cutting wood on the bank of a river. His axe fell down into the river. He sat on the bank and began to weep. Yes, students, I think you understand what is going on. I shall tell you. Woodcutter. Woodcutter is a person who cuts wood from the forest, bring them in the market and sell to get some money. He is woodcutter. One day when he was cutting wood on the side of the river, bank of the river, his axe is the tool that is used to cut wood from the tree. His axe fell into the river and he was very poor. He has no money to buy a new one. He started crying. Then what happened? An angel appeared and asked him the reason of weeping. The woodcutter told the whole story. The angel dived into the water and brought a golden axe. Yes, axe made of gold. The woodcutter refused to take it. The angel dived again and brought a silver axe made of silver. The woodcutter refused to take it also. Then the angel dived for the third time and brought an iron axe. The woodcutter took it happily. The angel was much pleased. He rewarded the woodcutter with the other two axes. Yes, the angel gave him the axe made of gold and silver also. In this way, the poor woodcutter got the reward of his honesty. What do we learn from this story? Honesty is the best policy. We should be honest in our life. The woodcutter was an honest person. He did not take gold axe and silver axe. At the end, the angel gave him all three. Dear students, this is the story. Language is simple, sentence structures are simple, vocabulary is good enough for you to learn. Let us move forward. This is your Jungle Book, the reading book. This is chapter 8. In our previous lesson, we read chapter 7. You were given to complete the reading in your homework. I shall read this paragraph for you and you will read this chapter in your homework. Letting in the jungle. Letting in the jungle. After the meeting with the Seoni pack, Mowgli went away with the 4 cubs to his cave to rest. He wanted to sleep for a day and a night. After the rest, Mowgli told Mother Wolf and Father Wolf about his adventures with men and how he had skinned Sher Khan's hide. Then Akela and Grey Brother also joined him and told their share of the story about the Great Buffalo Drive. And in the meantime, Bhalu also came down to the cave to listen to Mowgli's stories. Yes, students, this is for reading. You will complete this reading in your homework. We have come to chapter 16 now. Let us have a look of new words. The first is darling. Darling, we call someone whom we like. Here in this lesson, mother is calling his son darling. Darling means when you speak to someone you like or you love someone. Loincloth. Loincloth is piece of cloth that is made of loin skin, leather. Loin's skin that becomes leather. Okay, this is lotus, that is a flower. You can see it here in the picture also. Fairy. Fairy is imaginary creature with magic powers. You can see small little fairy in the picture also. Yes, students, our language structure in this lesson is wish. We shall discuss wish in this lesson. Here is example also. I don't know his name. I wish I knew his name, but I don't. I live in Sadar. I wish I didn't live in Sadar, but I do. We shall discuss such type of sentences in this lesson. Let us start our lesson. Dear students, this is the first page of this lesson. The lesson is 16. Umar and the Good Fairy 1. Umar and the Good Fairy 1. It starts from page 72. There was once a poor widow. Widow is a woman whose husband has died, called Budi. Her name was Budi. She had a son called Umar whom she loved very much. Umar was a clever boy. He did not go to school, but he learned to read from an old book, which used to be his father's. He wanted to go to school, but the nearest school was in a village called Noorpur. Where was the school? Noorpur. In Noorpur, 7 miles away. How far was Noorpur from his home? It was 7 miles away. I wish I could go to school, mother, he said. Umar, my darling. Yes, darling, the word darling is used here. Umar's mother is saying him, Umar, my darling. Said his mother, I wish I could send you to school, but it is 7 miles away. If you go to school, you will have to walk 14 miles through the thick jungle every day. That is a long way, and the jungle is full of wild animals. Don't be afraid, mother, said Umar. My legs are strong, and Shabnam, the fairy of learning, will help me. She will protect me from the wild animals. Shabnam, the fairy of learning, was sitting on her lotus flower up in the sky. She heard Umar and she was pleased. Yes, she said quietly, he is a good boy and I will help him. At last, Budi said, very well, Umar, if you want to go, I will not stop you. I have a little money. It is just enough to pay the school fees. One spring morning, Umar set off for school. Very early in the morning, he walked the 7 miles through the jungle, carrying the school money, which was tightly tied up in one corner of his loincloth. In a small basket, he carried his lunch, 2 wheat cakes, and 1 onion. That was all he had to eat all day because his mother was very poor. When he got to school, he gave the money to the teacher and sat down on the floor with the other boys. Some of the boys came from rich families and wore shorts and shirts, but Umar wore only his loincloth. Umar was new, but he did not find the lesson very hard. The teacher said to Umar, "Where did you learn to read and write?" Umar told him about his father's old book, and the teacher said, "You learned to read from an old book without a teacher? Well done. That is very good. I wish all the boys were as clever as you are." This made Umar so happy that he forgot to eat his lunch. After school, he started back for the village, singing happily. Suddenly, he felt very hungry. He sat down and began to eat his wheat cakes and onion. Little animals came out of the bushes, and Umar gave them a little of his food. When he walked on again, some of them followed him. Suddenly, Umar heard a strange noise. His little friends heard it too, and they became very quiet. Then they ran away. Then there came a terrible roar, and there stood Sher Khan, the great tiger, looking for food. Umar was very frightened. He shouted, "Shabnam, good fairy of learning, help me! Please help me!" At once he saw a kind lady carrying a sitar. It was Shabnam. "Don't be afraid of Sher Khan," she said. "He likes my music." She began to play, and Sher Khan rolled over at her feet like a cat. "You two must be friends now," said Shabnam. "Sher Khan, you must walk through the jungle with Umar every morning and evening and protect him. I shall watch you from my home in the sky." Dear students, we have completed the reading of this lesson, reading of this passage. This is a story. I think it is easy enough for you to understand, to memorize it, to remember it. Now we shall do exercises related to this passage. For example, in first exercise, we are said to choose the best answer. In A part, it is written, "How did Umar learn to read?" Dear students, this is multiple choice question. The method to do this question is, first of all, you should read all the options, then try to find out which option is the best one. For example, how did Umar learn to read? His mother taught him, his father taught him, he learned at school, Shabnam taught him from an old book. You can check all the options. His mother taught him? No. His father? No, there was no father. He has already died. His mother was a widow. Father was not alive. He learned at school. No, this was the first day for him to go to school. Shabnam taught him. No, Shabnam did not teach him also. From an old book? Yes, this is the correct option. This is the method to do multiple choice questions. When you read the statement, first of all, read all given options, then try to find out which one is the correct option. Now, our correct option is from an old book. We shall select this option. Umar thought that Shabnam would teach him, play with him, pay his school fee, look after him, walk with him. Look after him is the correct option. Shabnam lived in the jungle, in Noorpur, in the village, in the sky, at the school. What is the correct option? In the sky. She lived in the sky. Umar did not eat his lunch at school because he lost it, gave it to the animals, was very happy, was poor, was too busy. Why he did not eat his lunch at school? Because he was very happy and he forgot to eat it. Yes, this is the thing. Here is true-false exercise. To do this, the method is, first of all, read the sentence, read the statement very carefully, then try to decide. For example, if we read the first statement, it is written here, the village school was 14 miles away. Was it 14 miles away? We have read it, it was 7 miles away. Umar had to walk 14 miles, 7 miles to go to school and 7 miles to come back from school. But here in this statement it is written village school was 14 miles away. Was it 14 miles away? No, it was 7 miles away. That is why this is a false statement. Umar did not have much food to eat. Yes, Umar did not have much food to eat because his mother was very poor. This is true statement. The teacher was pleased with Umar. Yes, the teacher was very pleased with Umar because Umar knew how to read and write. And the teacher was pleased. Teacher was saying, all other boys, he wish all other boys were so clever like Umar. The teacher was very pleased with Umar. This is a true statement. The little animals were not afraid of Sher Khan. No, they were afraid. They became quiet and some of them ran away from there. They were afraid of Sher Khan. Here is written, they were not afraid of Sher Khan. This statement is a false statement. Umar was frightened of Sher Khan at first. Yes, Umar was also frightened. That is why she called Shabnam. Help, please, Shabnam. Okay, this is written, Umar was frightened of Sher Khan at first. Yes, he was frightened. This is also a true statement. Yes, students, we have come to exercise 3. There are 4 parts in this exercise, 3A, 3B, 3C, 3D. We are going to start 3A. If you try to understand it carefully, you will understand and then it will be easy for you to do 3B, 3C. Let us try to understand. I can't swim. I wish I could swim, but I can't. Yes, students, this is the sentence structure that we are going to focus in this lesson. As I told you in the beginning, we shall focus wish structure. He won't help me. I wish he would help me, but he won't. What is here to understand and to remember? If you look here, it is written, I can't swim. I can't swim is negative sentence. Can you see negative? Okay. I wish I could swim, but I can't. Here in the answer, there are two parts. One part is I wish I could swim. Second part is but I can't. If you look at the first part of the sentence, this is a positive statement. I wish I could swim. Positive. Given sentence is negative. If the given sentence is negative, the first part of your answer will be positive. You will use wish. You can look at the second sentence also, second example also. The first part of the second example is also positive, and the last part is negative. Last part is like negative, just like the given sentence. Try to remember it. We shall do the exercise. It will be clear to you. For example, sentence number 1 is I can't sing. I wish I could sing. Opposite to given sentence. This is positive, but I can't. He won't tell me. I wish he would tell me, but he won't. Umar can't come. I wish Umar could come, but he can't. She won't help me. I wish she would help me, but she won't. We can't play football. I wish we could play football, but we can't. Part number 6. They won't sit down. I wish they would sit down, but they won't. I can't find my book. I wish I could find my book, but I can't. He won't show it to me. I wish he would show it to me, but he won't. She can't do it. I wish she could do it, but she can't. I can't see it. I wish I could see it, but I can't. Yes, students, these were the 10 sentences given in this exercise. This is 3A. Now we are going to do 3B. What we learned here in this exercise, if you look at sentence 6 again, you will see they won't sit down. This is a negative sentence. To write the answer, our first part of the answer will be positive, opposite to the given sentence, and second part will be negative, just like the given sentence. In this way, our answer will become, I wish they would sit down, but they won't. Let us move to the next part of this exercise, that is 3B. This is 3B exercise. The whole exercise is in front of you. This is a little different from the previous one. What is the difference? I will tell you. I don't know his name. I wish I knew his name, but I don't. I live in Sadar. I wish I didn't live in Sadar, but I do. Yes, the first sentence is just like the previous exercise. I don't know his name. I wish I knew his name, but I don't. This is just like the previous sentence. The second example is opposite to the first one. In first example, there is written don't, but the second example is the positive statement. I live in Sadar. How shall we change our answer? As I told you before, if the given sentence is negative, first part of our answer will be a positive statement. But if the given sentence is positive, the first part of our answer will be negative. We shall use didn't. And then the last part of our answer will be just like the given sentence. Positive, positive. Negative, negative. Here in this exercise, you can see first 5 sentences are negative and next 5 sentences are positive. We shall do these 5 sentences just like example 1 And these 5 sentences just like example 2. Yes? For example, what will be the answer of number 1? I don't know the answer. I wish I knew the answer, but I don't. In the same way, how will you change number 6? I sit in the front of the class. I wish I didn't sit in the front of the class, but I do. This will be the answer of number 6. Let us do this exercise. It is here. I don't know the answer. I wish I knew the answer, but I don't. I don't understand it. I wish I understand it, but I don't. I don't sleep well. I wish I slept well, but I don't. Dear students, it is to note here that after wish we are using second form of the verb. After wish, understood, not understand. After wish, knew, not know. After wish, we shall use second form of the verb. She doesn't live near me. I wish she lived near me, but she doesn't. I don't like ice cream. I wish I liked, second form, but I don't. Part number 6 is I sit in the front of the class. I wish I didn't sit. Yes, this is changed. The given sentence is positive now. Our answer will be negative, and to make negative we shall use didn't. I wish I didn't sit in the front of the class, but I do. I like sweets. I wish I didn't like sweets, but I do. I have a headache. I wish I didn't have a headache, but I do. We do homework every night. I wish we didn't do homework every night, but we do. We have arithmetic twice a day. We wish we didn't have arithmetic twice a day, but we do. Dear students, we have completed 3B. This is 3C. Yes. It is a little different. We shall change it just like examples. Try to understand the examples very carefully, then it will be easy for you to understand. I am not wish. I wish I were rich. This is negative, this is again positive, but here were is used. Here were is used for specific purpose. This is special use of were. Here this were is not just like other sentences where we use was and were. She is sad. I wish she were not sad, but she is. Simple it is, you will use were. If it is positive, first part will be negative and second positive. If it is negative, first part will be positive, opposite to the given sentence, and the second part will be just like the given sentence. I am not grown up. I wish I were grown up, but I am not. It will be changed like this. Let us do the exercise. I am not grown up. I wish I were grown up, but I am not. He is not here. I wish he were here, but he is not. She is not my sister. I wish she were my sister, but she is not. I am not tall. I wish I were tall, but I am not. They are not coming. I wish they were coming, but they are not. Part number 6 is I am afraid. I wish I were not afraid, but I am. He is ill. I wish he were not ill, but he is. The shop is closed. I wish the shop were not closed, but it is. Can you see here with shop we are writing were. This is special use of were. It is raining. I wish it were not raining, but it is. The apples are rotten. I wish the apples were not rotten, but they are. In your homework, you will learn and write the story Honesty is the Best Policy that we did in the beginning of today's lesson. Then you will read chapter 8 of Jungle Book. Read the passage of this lesson 2-3 times to develop a better understanding of the passage. Do all exercises of chapter 16 in your notebook which are done today. Dear students, that is all from our today's lesson. See you later in a new lesson. Goodbye.